joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semi-final collision. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. He steps out at the 23. That's where the drive will start. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be first down. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Fighting off the defender. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They look to throw it here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. And the Golden Bears will send the punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Fresh set it down to the offense. First down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice gain. Will move the football up to the 27.
Chris, just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a first down, and you start to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in it. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Boy, so many great bats that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on second down. Movement here from the tight end. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Catch made way down to the 25. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tried to make something happen on the return, but steps out at the 23. field now. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Off the play fake on first down. And the completion made. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
High completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Grab down the middle. It's Provo. Enough for a first down at the 37. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
And on the carry, he's heading left. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll run it here. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
That's a design quarterback keeper. And he's past the 45. Going nothing but green grass ahead. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position. The Golden Bears looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
The defense with more pre-snap movement. And he's back to throw again on second down. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Got a lane. Can he get in? They'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. On the move. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Auburn. He just sprints into the end zone. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Cal. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught quickly. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And looking to throw now on first down. That's reeled in. It's Golden. And they get him down after the completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen and not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Receiver makes the catch. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Short pass finds the tight end. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows me he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense will make the stop, and what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. They'll try the right here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's 3rd down and short. You trust your back and the line to be able to pick up the first down. And he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he pulls in the catch. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Golden. Tackle after the completion down at the 1-yard line.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Nowhere to run up the middle. The offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs this drive. This one is 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Wow, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
So 4th down now from the 3. They'll go for it. Can the defense rise up for a big stop? Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Cal's offense takes the field now. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a 1st down.
Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Here's the snap, looking to throw. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Provo. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And that gain will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the 1st down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here. They can't slow him down. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He shreds the tackle. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Golden Bears. This offense really clicking.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read. Puts the ball where his man can make a play on it. And they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And he knocks through the PAT. With that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. They get to the line here in the no huddle. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught. Completion. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Tries the right with a quick throw. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
And they get the completion. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
That completion makes it second and medium. Looking to throw yet again. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum, and a chance at a big play.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
First and goal for the offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Auburn. Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT puts him in front by 7. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So California's offense back out on the field now. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to make a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game that he could not collect it.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Breaks free. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. And the Golden Bears will line up to kick it away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the returner will be brought down. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. How aggressive will this offense be? They can get in the field goal range easily, but maybe they'll take a shot at the end zone. Good throw to the left. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Tight end goes in motion. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That pass ball's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Cal.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Final seconds in the first half, they will just take a knee and head to the locker room. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Golden Bears will kick this away to start the second half. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. The offense with some pre-snap motion. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. First down. They're going to throw the football. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Oh, the deep ball caught at the 25. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Running out of time in the pocket. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush to sack.
No, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. And they will claim the second half lead. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Cal's offense back out on the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Quick throw, testing the middle. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made after the completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Linebacker shifting around now. And looking for a big play here. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up fourth down. And the Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. And a low line drive, ugly punt. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right here.
Been a decent game there before the defense brings him down.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They go backwards on that third down completion. Sets up a fourth down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. That's right near the goal line. Perfect execution. Cal's offense takes the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Golden Bears hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Backs against their own goal line, looking to throw the ball. Tries to get it to the running back. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Big guys up front, lined up. It's 1st down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Eludes a tackle. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Tight end makes the grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Breaks loose at the 40. It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
He's going to hand this off. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Toss it to the back, running left. They bring him down after after a gain, looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. And the Golden Bears hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He finds the running back in the flat. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Lining up to try the extra point. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback dropping back. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. It's caught downfield. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Back to throw again. Looking for the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
The defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense is still clicking. Now just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you need your guy to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today, Kurt.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job and taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So California's offense back out on the field now. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. The tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Second down, they're going to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Oh, the pass is picked off. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Use the running game to chew on this clock now.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Second down play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And the junior able to get home with the sack. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Auburn. It was a foot race and he won it.
Well, that's why this wide receiver is one of the best in the country. Makes a routine catch, and look what he does with it. Takes it almost a length of the field for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. The returner is brought down. It's a start for the next drive. Cal's offense back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And he dumps it off to the tight end. The pickup is 7 yards, now it's 2nd and 3. The Golden Bears hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
They look to throw it here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's caught off the deflection. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down. The Golden Bears are on the move here.
That quarterback put a little bit more on that football. I thought it was going to get in there, but give credit to the defense for getting a hand on the ball. But the presence of mind by the offense to come up with a completion.
And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. The Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. It's press coverage now from these DBs. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
First down here for this offense. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. Powering through. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the site...
Looking for a deep completion. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Tigers. And this one is getting ugly. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against his secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Quarterback operating an empty set. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. There's a shot toward the end zone. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. And the offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining. And the Golden Bears looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They finally corral him at the 1. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. Second and goal for the offense. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cal. How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
Automatic on the PAT. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. It looks like the hands team are able to recover the football.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special